Hello and welcome to Hits in History. Today's song is The Joker by Steve Miller. Let's go back to January of 1974 when the song reached the top of the charts in the United States, where it was there for 1 week. But first, what else was going on around the world? Well, the Sears Tower had just become the tallest building in the world in Chicago, and India had just recently detonated a nuclear weapon, becoming the 6th country to do so around the world. Now, when we talk about Steve Miller, this is a man without a face. Rolling Stone magazine and many other people have described this person as a man without a face. Who is Steve Miller? Would we recognize Steve Miller? Would you recognize Steve Miller if you saw him walking down the street? I probably wouldn't, but he became successful later on in his life. He was relatively unknown at the beginning. Now, he received a gold album for this song, The Joker. What did he do with this album, or this record? Where did he put it? Well, he put it right above his washing machine at home. That way, as he said, when he was washing his underwear and his socks, he could observe the star who wore these clothes. Strange, but that's what he did. He was not very well known for many, many years. He was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He moved to Dallas when he was a little boy. He grew up in Dallas, Texas. And that's where he met Boz Scaggs. Some of you may know him. And they formed a group called the Fabulous Night Trains. They also went to the University of Wisconsin together, and that's where they began to tour and play in the clubs and at the fraternity houses there. Later on, when this song became, well, famous, but before it became famous, Steve Miller realized that he never really had a single before. He would try, but it never really happened. When he went out to San Francisco, which is strange because Steve Miller's music is R&B and rock and roll and blues oriented. By the way, many people think that some of the best rock and roll music ever performed was recorded by Steve Miller in the early 1970s. So here's Steve Miller in San Francisco in the early 70s playing R&B and rock and roll. Come on, psychedelia was the music taking place in San Francisco. But somehow it worked, and he was very famous in San Francisco as well. Well, after that, as I said before, trying to create a single, a pop song, he figured it out. He said, look, it needs to be 2.5 minutes long. Top 40 radio stations need to play it. If I come up with a tune, I'll do it. He did it. It was The Joker. He went to his record label. All the executives came in and listened to the song. And little by little, people's hands started raising. And ones were being shown. And everybody started saying, that's it. That's it. It's going to be a #1. And it was The Joker by Steve Miller. Thanks for watching.